and welcome to the Fandom Flux Podcast, episode 162. So, some things happened this week. A couple days ago, a patient emails me and says, hey, I've recruited some people to the podcast. And now they're here. So, we have... You know how I say when we have, like, pretty much everyone on the podcast cast just here? I say we have a full house. The house is overflowing
on this
a
house
bit.
and onto the lawn.
Yeah, it's like the house is full of people to the point where you can swim through them a little bit.
The garage is just a flood of bodies.
So, basically, we're going to do things a little bit differently this episode than what we normally do. Hi, by the way, I'm Casey. I'm your moderator for whatever this turns out to be. So, the way this is going to work is we're not going to do the usual itinerary of what we usually do, what we've been doing, the anime, the topics, and the recommendations. We're not going to bother with all that because it's not going to work. With 9 people on the podcast, it's not going to work. So, what we're going to do instead is we're going to have the new people just introduce themselves, talk about stuff they do, and, go from there. We'll do that one by one, and then we'll just, try and have a conversation that is coherent for a while. See how that goes.
We have coherent conversations. What's that now?
Good luck with that.
So, I guess, let's go in alphabetical order, because I don't know any other better way to do this, so we'll go with CyberWeasel89, who I'm just going to call Weasel from now on. That's...
Hey!
Yeah. So, just, introduce yourself, say stuff that you do in fan communities, stuff you like, stuff you can't stand, yada yada. Please.
Oh, well, I'm CyberWeasel89. I've been writing fan fiction for, since I was 12, and I'm 27 now, so that's about 15 years of fanfic writing.
Wow.
It's my very first fanfic was for Tales of Symphonia. It was called Summon the Spirits Infinity. It was god-awful, and I'm so glad there's no trace of it left in the entire world anymore.
So you think.
You forget this is the internet. Once it's on there forever.
Oh, God.
I'm still looking for Zero's early works, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
No, you'll never find them. They're awful.
The low point of my fanfic career was when my Is This a Zombie fanfic was riffed, without my permission, on literary travesty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I search up my fics, they're on other websites, but at this point, I just don't care.
The high point of my career would have to be, pardon my French, literally, Tombe Amoureuse.
What?
Oh, Tombe Amoureuse, it's my greatest fanfic. It's for a little subpar anime called Infinite Stratus.
Oh, I know that.
I've heard of that anime, but I've never seen anything.
It is subpar, the anime.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're pretty much on the money with that.
Okay.
What fan communities I'm in? Let's see. Oh, that's a long list. Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Fairy Tail, the big 4. Undertale, Homestuck, My Little Pony. A couple minor ones here into video games, like, the Tales series, Fallout, Mass Effect. Spoken recently got me into The Elder Scrolls.
I could feel Casey's dissatisfaction when he said Mass Effect.
I liked it originally. Let's not do that now, okay? Let's not scare people
liked it up until the last 5 minutes of the final game.
Blame EA. Always blame EA.
So
Even in cases where EA is completely unrelated, blame EA. It's a good
EA is always at fault.
You were cool with the robot samurai guy?
Legion? I love Legion.
I know.
No, the other one.
I know exactly what I'm going to do once we get started proper.
Okay, him. He was deplorable, and I'm very glad he was a villain.
Did I miss something by not playing the third game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst thing to ever
You missed
happen to a
everything.
sci-fi franchise? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Also, Weezy, you forgot that Spoken has also gotten us into Minecraft, which I suck at greatly.
No,
You do.
don't.
She does!
Okay, yes, you do, but not that bad.
I know, but your frustration is so delicious, so very.
I know.
Yes, Spoken's frustration is collectible.
I remember I only played Minecraft with my little brother for a little while because I just wanted to build like one flying castle and then I was done.
It's a good place to start for Minecraft.
I find the base game to be frankly boring, but mod packs give it new life.
Oh, screw you! I went to vanilla. I kept getting killed by monsters at night.
Don't mine at night.
No, night actually is the best time to go mining.
It is actually because you're underground, so there's no monsters.
Underground?
Well, they spawn underground anyway at any time. So
Right.
anyway,
Wow, thanks.
so where were we? What were we doing?
Lucan.
Are we looking?
If
Yeah, okay.
Weasel's finished, then
Yep. I guess we can move on
Yeah,
to.
I don't want to take up the entire time. Go ahead, let's move to Lucan.
Okay, so Lucan, by the way, audience, she's on another device that most of us apparently don't quite know how it works. So she's a little quiet. So just
I have an iPad Pro and I don't know how to up the volume on my microphone.
yeah. So just bear with us.
Have you tried bringing it closer to your face?
Oh yes, good idea. Get my sick-filled germs all over it. Wonderful idea.
Good to me.
Anyway, so Lucan, same as last time. Stuff you've done, written, created, and stuff you're into, basically.
Well, I have done some fanfics. None of them. Well, most of them have left to die. I haven't really continued. I think I haven't written anything and posted any fanfics in I think what, 3 or so years. I
Fair
haven't
enough.
gone far, but I have done some fan art. Though most of the fan art is still just there, sitting collecting in my sketchbooks.
I don't think so. All right, thank you.
Though I do like to roleplay, and I have done some series-related roleplays.
Hmm.
I think the last series-related roleplay I did was a Homestuck one.
What about that Yaoi RP you made?
Oh, there is that too, but I was going on series-related.
Oh, okay.
Come out your ears, man!
I don't.
Anything in particular, like favorite things that you're into, fan communities that you get invested in, kind of thing?
Oh god, there's too many to list.
Yo. The primary ones.
Well, there's Homestuck. My Little Pony. Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm trying to think of my more recent ones I'm getting into.
One Piece?
There is One Piece, yes.
Undertale?
Oh, yes, Undertale's a big one. Oh, Overwatch.
Okay.
I don't have the game, but I just love the character designs, and they're just so awesome.
Yeah, fair play. Does have a very good art style, I'm not going to argue. Alright, so we'll move on to who's the Spoken Softly is the last one. Sorry, I've just got to check the
Yes.
brand new people, just bear with me.
Yes. Well, good afternoon. I'm Spoken Softly. I've been reading and writing fanfic for about, I'd say probably writing for 10 years now, reading for a fair bit longer than that. Fanfiction was one of the first things I discovered when I got the internet when I was a kid. Most of my early works were execrable, and you can probably find some of them with a Wayback Machine. But luckily, I'm under no obligation to point That's the way I intend to.
The Wayback Machine.
Hold up a moment, I'm breaking up. Sorry. What just happened?
The Wayback Machine. That's a thing I could... Zero. I'm going to have so much fun now. Thank you for that, Spoken Softly. You just did me the greatest favor anyone could ask for.
Oh, no.
Kenshi, are you a creeper?
A little bit.
What?
Kenshi, are you a creeper?
No, I don't think so.
You are a bit. Just a bit.
What'd I do?
I think that was Casey talking to Zero just now.
That was me, yeah. That was me.
Oh, sorry.
I want to read
Kitschy's over there in the corner being cool.
Yeah, I want to read Zero's terrible old self-insert fanfiction, and you just get to do that.
No, you can't. Well, you're not allowed.
Luckily, none of my early fanfiction was self-insert, though I have gained an appreciation, thank you, Crossbrain, for self-insert fanfiction.
I'm glad to hear that. Actually, there was something I wanted to share. If you're finished, Spoken.
Kill me now.
I can continue after you share, if you like.
Sorry, Spoken. Could you say that again?
I said, if you like, I can continue after you've shared.
All right. Well, I mentioned the last podcast that we've had a few fortunate developments recently. I might want to disclose it now, but I think I'll leave that to the three newcomers. Would you care to introduce yourselves?
I'm Cyberrezo89. I am a member of the Crossbrain.
Luke, and also a member of the Crossbrain. I'm the Unconscious.
Hello. Spoken Softly, conscious of the Crossbrain.
I'm the Subconscious.
Nice to meet you all.
Really driving that whole, psyche thing.
Well, I thought you guys go with id and ego, but okay. And super ego.
They already have that.
To be fair, for the collaboration that we're taking place in with the Freudian trio of the Crossbrain, the Conscious Triad works a bit better.
All right.
Exactly what their involvement is, well, that's something we intend to disclose at a bit of a later date, but they are involved rather intimately in the creative process. I'll say that much for now.
Make it sound so dirty.
Intimately.
You said intimate.
Those three are the ones with the dirty minds, not me.
And proud.
Good.
Okay, I guess that means confirmation that the This Bites will now have shipping, apparently.
Oh, shut up.
Technically, they're ready to use a ship.
But I'm taking.
Get there!
You get booze for that.
And she is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Spoken, would you care to finish up?
Yes. Well, like Luke and I, I'm a member of too many different fandoms to list comprehensively, but the consistent ones, I would say, Naruto, One Piece, whatever happens to have caught my attention at the moment, Harry Potter, of course, and Warhammer 40k.
Oh. I
find
anyone
the
on the podcast is part of that one, to be honest. Cool.
I find the fandom on some of the fan fictions to be interesting. I find the fan interpretations of some of the characters to be deep and fascinating, and I find the actual official Black Library literature to be shallow and insipid.
Oh, at least it's better than me. I forgot to.
So like Mass
I
Effect.
forgot to mention. I'm also into creepypastas too. So.
I find creepypastas hilarious.
I like pasta.
I do like pasta.
Pasta is nice, yes.
I have like 6
Enjoy
ready meals in
pasta.
my fridge that are all pasta. It's ridiculous.
Gross. That's gross.
Costco is
Pasta?
nice because they have 24 packs of ramen cups.
Casey, I can have some.
No. Mine.
Don't you understand? Casey is God's gift. He doesn't share.
No.
I think it's going to be a sarcastic gift if it was God's gift.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the one that you
And
give to people to say, yeah, I'm getting you a gift, but I really hate you anyway. Yeah.
It's the worn out gold star that says you tried.
It's the Special Olympics. Everyone's a winner.
I don't think a star that says you tried would be gold. Maybe pyrite?
It's like cheap paint you'd get at like, a arts and crafts store, but it's kind of like
No,
chipped and
pyrite star
fading.
would be the star for you'll do.
Wait, isn't pyro another word for fool's gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
There
the
we go. Okay.
Thank you, Alex. That was the joke.
How am I the blondest person in this trio?
Genetics? I don't know.
You asked, I guess.
But to be fair, I did used to be blonde when I was younger. I was born blonde. My hair went brunette as I got older.
I've never understood how that works.
It happened to my twin brother. Me, I've always been brunette, Asian genes.
Well, if you're curious, patient, I can't actually answer that question. It's because the melanin, the pigment, activates later on in life, like at adolescence. I know a surprising amount about this stuff having no pigment whatsoever, so...
I'll have to remember that. Very interesting. Thank you, Casey.
Wait,
You're welcome.
Fascinating.
does that mean you're an albino?
Yes.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah.
you have vision problems?
Worst enemy.
Yes.
He's like Santa Claus.
He's like the nightmare.
Except he doesn't give us stuff.
He gave us his
terrible
podcast.
I give you money every month. Well, almost every month. I probably should actually get on that at some point.
Yeah, you should.
the money.
Patreon is there for us to receive money,
Please do. I really need gas money, actually.
Oh, okay. I'll get on that once we're done.
You broke SOB.
Oops.
Get money. Money on my motherfucking mind.
Oh, God.
I don't know
not
any of the rest of the lyrics of that song either, so don't worry about it.
You only know because there's a video called Tem Got Money where they use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we know.
Like the Zero when I said that at the exact same time.
Could I make a suggestion, Casey, for how to go from here?
Shoot.
For the newcomers, how about all the rest of us give a brief introduction of ourselves as well?
All right.
Good.
In fairness, we haven't done this in a long time anyway, so it's probably a good idea. Yeah, so everything old is new again. I guess I will start so I can get out of the way and possibly go to the bathroom in a minute. Yeah, the moderator needs to leave, so, that's going to be fun.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, I think I need to use the bathroom too. I've been drinking a lot of fluids because I'm sick, so...
Yeah, fluids.
Of course you go there.
That was just... That was a reach beyond a reach.
I don't know.
Hey, reach around.
Ugh,
Oh, you're shooting me. I'm worse.
okay.
Hey, reach around, you say?
So...
Okay. Hey, Casey, briefly introduce yourself before you go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Bring it
that's
down.
probably a good idea. Yeah. So, I'm Flux Casey. I have been for a few years. Before that, I was KCW. Changed my name because I made this whole mess that it has become, but, I'm proud of it, so I put it in my name. I have been writing fanfiction since 2010, when I borrowed an idea from another writer called Sam Jazz, wrote a sequel story to his story that was terrible, and then basically started doing my own thing, and occasionally cribbing ideas from other people still, because that's apparently what I do.
Welcome to fanfiction.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess, but it was more a case of I was cribbing ideas from other people who were cribbing ideas. I would borrow fanfiction ideas. So I did a gamefic at one point, and it was terrible.
I still disagree with that, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You're free to do so, but, you know, I disagree with your disagreement. So, yeah.
You reject our reality and substitute your own.
Sure. And I did a self-insert after I found out self-inserts can be decent, which was by reading things like With This Ring and This Bites and other such self-inserts.
I tried to get Weasel and Lucan into With This Ring, but the entry barrier for the backlog is a little bit too high for their tastes.
It does go a little bit deep into the Lantern mythos, I guess. Yeah.
Well, no, it's the fact that it's over 1 million words.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's like a weekend.
it's really not. It's like a week, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's stuff that I do, basically. Ongoing stories would be The Astounding Naruto Fox, which is a Ruby and Naruto crossover. Harry Potter Life of a Ninja, which is a Harry Potter and Naruto crossover. The Whitest Man in Skyrim, which is a Skyrim self-insert. Mm-hmm. Everyone finds that funny but me. I don't know why. I thought it was apropos.
Because you're albino.
Yeah.
Funny because he's albino.
It's funny.
He's the whitest man in Skyrim, land of the white people.
Allow him to finish, if you please.
No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got. Yeah, so that's what I do. We'll go in, let's say, joining order. Why not joining order? So it would be Slicer next. Slicerness.
Oh, right, because, never mind. I'm probably the only person on this podcast that writes smut. I haven't in a while. At least not.
Wait. Hold the phone. You write smut?
Yes.
I write smut too, dude!
That's awesome, right?
No, right?
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, dear.
There are two.
It's nice to have another person here
Actually,
that
if you
has
were to,
that. Yeah.
look
So
up
there are now
the
4 people in this podcast who write smut.
If you would look up Weasel's account on DeviantArt, it's mostly smut writing.
Yep.
Okay. But, so apparently second to join, aside from Ethan, who has since left us.
Mm-hmm.
He's not dead. I want to stress that. Not dead. He retired. I don't really know what else to say, I suppose. I haven't written anything in a while. I'm part of various fandoms, Naruto, Bleach, anything that really catches the eye.
And you beta for stuff.
Yes, and I beta read for stuff. Currently, for Casey and a few other authors, but back in the day I used to do a lot of beta reading, but I also had more free time, and I wasn't in college at that point. So, yeah, that kind of happens. That's about it, really.
Okay. Next would be Zero.
Alright, so I was, me and Kenshi both joined around episode 4 at the same time. And I've been writing since 2012. I tend to do a lot of Persona series stuff.
Dude,
and
I love
crossovers with that. Thank you.
For which part?
I do Persona 3 mostly.
Yes! Love you!
Okay.
I'm known for my big fic, which is M1N470, which is a Persona 3 fic in which the main character ends up basically fusing with their persona in the beginning of the, way before canon starts.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
So there is... There's the original version, which is like around 260,000 words. But I'm currently doing a rewrite for that, which is a lot better in just quality and reorganizing it so that it's more well thought out. Like I said, I've also done several crossovers with several series. As far as fandoms are concerned, it's more of a question of like what things have I not read or seen. So I tend to know a lot of things when it comes to
pretty much
series.
Every episode. Zero comes back with a different light novel series that he's read, and
light novels, anime, manga, tend to go through them all because I really like stories. So
I just can't hear that without thinking vending machine.
Some are very unique light novels, like the one in which a guy reincarnates into a vending machine.
That
may
or may not be a ripoff of some erotica that I read a few years ago.
Trust me, it's not.
Probably.
The guy has to try to communicate with people and do things, but he's a vending machine.
Depending on publishing date, one of these things is a ripoff of the other, yes.
God.
These are things I didn't need to know about the world, but okay.
You guys should know, I kind of have I like vending machines.
What?
Okay, in the context of where this conversation has gone...
We're on the internet, doggy. It's weird in these streets.
Didn't I ask you three to keep this rated a bit?
No, you can't stop them.
I didn't mean it that way. I also like lanterns and strip malls.
For the love of...
I'll just this is my profile. Just say if you guys want to check myself out.
You read a Kingdom Hearts fic?
Yeah, I did. It was a crossover.
You wrote a Mario fic?
Yeah,
what? You wrote a Mario fic?
Yeah, it was a one shot, and when I was much younger, and it was me being edgy.
Luke and I are watching Sekiro right now. Well, not right now, but it's the anime we're watching right now.
Those pretty much all that stuff is crossover stuff that I've done.
Hey, you wrote a Dragon Ball Z fic that you wrote one chapter of and stole my idea from.
Hey, I came up with the idea first, thank you very much. And then I said you could have it afterwards after I deleted the fic, and you didn't take it.
I don't want it now. You started it.
Actually, no, I didn't delete it. It's still up. I can still continue that. I guess I will.
You could,
maybe
yes.
One day.
You could, but you probably won't.
You're never going to, you know it.
Yeah, I know.
This reminds me of something.
Yes, it reminds me of something too.
I am a big Dragon Ball fan. I'm a big fan of Nintendo and other video games. So I tend to know a lot about stuff like that. And yeah.
Tell us about stuff like that. Often.
Okay.
And at great length.
And you really like Nintendo.
Yeah, I do.
Can't imagine why.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes.
And they announced the Nintendo Switch, and I was freaking out about that, and I couldn't sleep for like 3 days straight.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
well, I stayed up till at least 4 a.m. each night. So I was pretty excited
Hello?
when they showed that. And me and Casey do the...
Shittles.
Casey do the... Yes, Jamie. Me and Casey do the show Zero Interest, and I've also been in several Let's Plays and whatnot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me.
Kenshi.
Oh, okay. I'm Kenshi. Kenshi618. Like Zero said, we pretty much joined around the same freaking time. To this day, I have no idea how Casey decided to go and grab me for this. How did you do that? Like,
How? What? I'm not entirely sure of the question.
How did you get me for this? I don't even remember the
asked
problem.
You were a good writer, and I said, "Hey, you want to be on a podcast?" And you said, "Sure."
Aww.
It was that easy? All right.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah.
easy.
And then we
This was while you
realized
were
you're
still in
fucking nuts
college.
and decided to keep you.
Can I ship you too?
No.
Shut up!
You wouldn't be the first, actually. That's
Kenshi here is the patron saint of Naruto fics.
He's not wrong though.
Yeah.
So yeah, as they've alluded to, I write a butt ton of Naruto fics. Some are crossovers, some aren't. The biggest two Naruto fics I've written are The Sealed Kunai and Better Left Unsaid.
Both of which are absolute trope setters.
I didn't know that either, but I will take that because my ego needs the boost all the time.
Are you kidding? Sealed Kunai set the bar for like the mask Naruto stuff.
Yay, I'm great. Tell me more how good I am, Slicer.
That's not a good thing. It's I mean, it was good. It was very good, but oh damn, a lot of bad stuff happened.
I'm aware of this. Like, here's the thing. The entire reason I started writing in the first place back in 2010 is because I got on fanfiction.net and I saw all these stories, and I was like, I can do better than this. And I got tired of saying that and not doing it, and I decided to do it and prove it. And apparently
How'd that work out for you?
Apparently it did work out very well.
It worked out very well.
Sweet.
Like, he has an ego, but it's warranted.
Yeah, it's completely justified in that he writes very popular fan fictions on the internet.
And has a recommendation entry on TV Trope.
He does. There was a point where we were bragging about how many favorites and follows our stories had, and then Kenji said, "Oh wait, let me get my profile up," and we were like, "Okay, never mind."
And then they were like, here's my millions of views.
Fanfic pissing contest.
Yep, pretty much.
Speaking of, could I go to the bathroom? Would that be okay?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't have to ask permission.
I pretty much do, but you know.
I wasn't there. Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay.
Thank you, but it's not needed.
Yeah.
Let's do stuff while she's gone.
What kind of
Talk
stuff?
About stuff like we're doing? I don't.
Stuff with our junk? Is that what you mean?
Hey, he said it, not me.
Anyway.
I am very sorry, patient.
I'm not.
You cannot contain my perversion.
You're not. You're not sorry.
No,
I'm really
not
not.
really.
He brought these people on. I don't see how. Anyway, Kenshi, you were saying?
Yeah. Other than that, I was a crossover machine. I used to write a shit ton until life punched me in the face and gave me a job with lots of hours. So now I do whatever I can when I can. I've also started branching out into DC, the DC universe, and the Marvel universe. That's fun. And I've been starting original works. I'm trying to write a book right now, trying to make some money because fuck not being rich. I need to be rich. Someone give me money.
Anything you can tell us about the book?
Actually, it's getting to a point soon where I'm gonna let a few of you guys read it to show me and let me know where it sucks and how much it sucks.
Yeah,
awesome.
He has told us the basic plot outline in a previous episode, I think. But yeah.
I'll see about looking it up.
Sucking.
So I'll let you guys see it and see how much it sucks and tell me where I can fix it, and hopefully I'll make a jack ton of money. So much so that I can go on TV and take a bath in my millions.
Jack.
I wish
get a movie made based off your book.
I do too. That's where the money is. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that fuck you money, you know?
Just here's a tip: sell out instantly.
Of course.
Yeah.
If somebody makes a good offer, sell out.
So, who would be next after Kenshi in the order of introductions?
That would be Serpentguy.
Oh, do I have
Guess
to?
what? You didn't even have to go first this time. Why are you complaining?
Oh, I always complain.
You've had 30 minutes to get ready for this.
Yeah, but I don't pay much attention to this. I mean, honestly.
No kidding.
So yeah, I'm Serpentguy. I'm a boring person, really. There's nothing much to say about me. Can we just leave it there?
Are you
Makes
Irish?
Your job is to work with explosions.
He makes explosives
What the
for
fuck?
money.
I don't make explosives. I just occasionally explode things. What's the difference?
Yeah, so you occasionally blow your load?
No.
Weasel
No.
silence.
Weasel, you're pushing patience as patience.
Sorry.
That was going a little bit too hard for that joke. You need to be a little bit softer.
Mm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Why do I even try?
What the fuck is happening today?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do I still have to be here? Can I just lock everything out?
So, Serpentguy, because he's too lazy to do it himself, one of the biggest fics that he wrote was called 9 Minutes. It was a One Piece fic where Luffy died and lost his devil fruit and had to be badass other ways. And
It wasn't very good, so don't
it
really
was pretty
read it.
good, and it was dark and miserable, so it completely missed the tone of One Piece, but that's what fanfiction is for doing different things and new ideas. Then he stopped writing that one and started writing another one in Game of Thrones, where Jon Snow gets a dragon or something. I fell off of Game of Thrones, so I admit I haven't read it. But
Yeah, that's the one I'm writing right now. It's still pretty sucky, to be honest. Honestly, I'm not a good writer.
there's a point where self-deprecation gets a little annoying. But, you know, okay, whatever. I'm probably at the same point, so I can't really fault you that much for it.
Alright, what did I miss?
Serpentguy was being a butt, and Kenshi said he wants to get some scratch. That's pretty much all you missed.
Pretty much the same as usual.
Loads of money.
That sounds like something perverted to me.
Not get scratched, duh. Get scratched. Get money. Get cash money.
You know, dollars, ducats, cheese, cheddar.
And I'm pretty sure
simoleon.
patient face palmed hard enough that we could hear it.
He will.
All right.
Anyway, next up is Patient.
Yes. Well, I'm the patient one. I haven't been writing fan fiction professionally for very long. I've been coming up with ideas for about 3 years for publishing them. I mean, I mentioned this in the interview. I hate when fics dead end, so I make sure that any stories that I plan on publishing are already planned out perfectly before I even start publishing it.
I didn't. A lot of my fics.
As I was saying, I've only published on my profile. All of the I adopted the premise from a writer called Blua. I liked the premise that he presented, but he fell out of the One Piece fandom after a while. He offered to let me adopt the story. I accepted, and I completed it a couple of months ago.
Nice.
And the other one is a short Pokemon one-shot called Gift from the Cold. It's just 1,000 or so words, one-shot about an experience I had while playing Pokemon Crystal. But I'm not going to ask. Anyway, my main claim to fame is being part of the Cross Brain. I basically an ascended fan to Zomniac and CV12 Hornet. He asked me to make a TV Trips page for his story back when he published chapter 14, I believe. It was around the Little Garden arc. I read the story, I loved it, so I made the page for it, and in around January of last year, I had a bit of money to spare, so I took it to a deviant artist along with a description of Cross that I casually acquired from Zomniac. And as soon as he saw the sketch, I also offered my services as an editor at the time, and he went a step beyond that and offered to let me help write the story. One thing led to another, and a couple of months later, we had officially deemed ourselves the Crossbrain.
Superhero origin story.
Yeah.
A shocking lack of radiation.
And yeah, this bite is currently 9th in popularity and getting more popular literally every day. So, yeah, that's... in regards to fandom, One Piece, obviously, I was part of Bleach, sort of fell out around the Fate Karakura Town arc. Naruto, I've been interested in getting into it, but I've never actually managed to. The same thing with a couple of other series like Yu Yu Hakusho, and to a somewhat lesser extent, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which Zom and Hornet speak very highly of. I've watched part 1 of it, but that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure gets better every part you go through.
Yeah,
Drastically so.
I lost the thread around Steel Ball Run.
Oh, Steel Ball Run, you should really continue that.
No, I mean, I completely lost the ability to keep up with the story. It just got too bizarre for me.
No,
bizarre is in the name.
Yeah! No manga lives up to its name like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Part 7 is probably my favorite part. So you should probably go back and give it another shot. I mean, there's lots of cool things in that part that I don't want to even talk about because they're spoilery.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure isn't anime. It's manime.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway.
He's not wrong.
I'm also a fan of seasons 1 through 4 of Digimon, though I do not look at the dub anymore. I only look at the original Japanese because I hate when English dubs censor things. I'm not sure how much of that hate stems from 4Kids and what they did to One Piece, but
probably most of it.
Yeah.
If you want to laugh, go look at the old 4Kids One Piece dub.
Oh God, 4Kids, they don't have a soul.
Hey, okay. They did a good job with Pokemon. Okay?
Yeah.
And
I'll
Teenage
concede
Ninja
that.
Turtles.
And
Ninja Turtles, they did surprisingly with Teenage Ninja Turtles. Oddly
Hey,
enough.
Ash, you want this donut? Holds up a rice ball. Yeah, sure.
It could be a donut covered in sprinkles. You don't know.
They made some
I was
missteps
so
for
confused as a
localization,
kid.
but
Leo Burnett and 4Kids are the devil.
I was so confused as a kid because I thought those actually were donuts. And I was like, what kind of donut is that?
It could have been. It's like a sprinkle covered one, but it doesn't have the hole in it. It's just like a
No, stop
one.
reaching. Stop reaching.
No.
or coconut powder. you know.
Yeah. Could have been. You don't know.
Yes, I do.
It's the Pokemon world. There are monsters that you catch in balls. It doesn't have to be exactly like our world.
I could out-punch Shaquille O'Neal and I still wouldn't be able to reach that high.
Where was I?
Don't know.
I forget. JoJo?
Digimon. You were talking about Digimon. You like Digimon.
Yes.
Things you like.
I liked seasons 1 through 4 of it, though as I said, I only look at the sub nowadays.
Yeah, 1 through 4
I haven't looked into the later seasons. I might at some point, but
They're not good. I'm going to be honest.
I
At least
think
that's my opinion of them.
Is 5 the one where he punches the Digimon to evolve his Digimon?
I think so.
Because
I
that's
believe-
a fun concept.
Oh,
Everything else in that show is kind of mad, but that concept alone makes it worth it.
It was entertaining for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Wait, I'm curious. Which season was it where the humans turned into the Digimon?
that was 4.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest at 4. It's like I just couldn't take the whole humans turning a Digimon. That doesn't seem like too far of a stretch for me. It was
Anyway.
a jump the shark moment.
Too out there.
Yeah, it was a shark jumping moment.
As opposed to collections of pure data being able to manifest in the world.
Doesn't the end of season 2 reveal that it's actually a mixture of digital data and people's wishes?
Something like that.
Actually, I think that was season 3.
It was. No, wait. Oh, sure? I could have sworn it was season 2.
It was both.
Oh.
Anyway. Also a fan of Death Note. I love the concept of the story. I love what they did in the early days of the story. I abhor how they ended it.
It is a real shame how they handled that anime. It's sad.
Yeah.
I'm not much of an anime person in general. How did the anime end relative to...
It was different from the manga. Spoilers for whoever's a fan of Death Note or whoever's planning on getting into Death Note or whatever. Basically, in the anime, Light manages to escape from the warehouse because Mikami kills himself as a distraction. He runs away, settles down at some point away from the rest of the task force, and muses on how things used to be, on how he was when he first picked up the Death Note, and then Ryuk kills him by writing his name in the Death Note. He dies quietly, and Ryuk flies away, and that's about it.
That's stupid.
Agreed.
How does the manga end then? I've never actually read the manga, and I'm probably not going to.
The manga ends with him
begging for his life. Basically,
go ahead.
After Light is cornered and shot, he starts begging for everyone around him for help. Mikami denounces him as his god, and finally he turns to Ryuk, asking him to kill everyone, and Ryuk starts writing in his Death Note, but then reveals it was Light's name. He basically begs for his life for the next 40 seconds, then dies of a heart attack. And that's it.
Huh.
I'm back, by the way. Just wanna...
Welcome.
I left because you were talking about Digimon, and I have nothing to add to that conversation.
They ended up talking about Death Note, and I know nothing about Death Note, and I don't care about Death Note, so...
The annoyance of the satisfying anime ending, which, for Death Note, shouldn't have been an ending.
Anyway.
He still gets shot in the anime, right? So he was dying of gunshot wounds?
Yep.
So...
Yes. He settles down away from the task force because he was running and ran out of juice because he was dying from a gunshot wound.
Right.
Alright, so one more that I've been trying to write a fic for is Zatch Bell, or Konjiki no Gash Bell.
Oh, yeah. Bell. Yeah, I love that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I've been trying to come up with a good way to make it a crossover between Gash Bell and One Piece. I'd love to be able to explore that concept. I've got a few good ideas, but I need to find some way to combine them together in a good way.
Well, the easy way is to just have that entire series take place on an island that is in the One Piece universe.
Well, yeah, it's just because I forgot what they're called, but the monsters, the guys in the small boats. Sorry, it's been a while. They live in a different dimension, so instead of going to Earth, they went to the One Piece dimension for their battle.
Yeah, it's taking place after the canon battle. Basically, after the battle's over, the passageway between the two worlds is sealed, and they can never travel between them until the next battle, which is in 1,000 years. So I'm basically going off of the promise that Gash made to his partner at the end of the series, being that they would meet, one day, one way or another. So I'm the basic concept I have in mind is that the only way to do that is by winning the battle again. But I'm working on a way to actually make it a decent story, and it's slow going. So, all right. So I think that's enough for me. So that's everyone then.
Pretty much.
You could always make it that, like, the next battle's in 1,000 years. 1,000 years later, oh hey, the world has become one piece.
Yeah. No.
That's the lazy way to do it.
Yeah. But, Patient, you mentioned you hated when stories die, and I can definitely agree with that. How do you feel when people post a chapter that is, like, what they plan to happen for the rest of the fic? Because they have no motivation to continue. Is that an acceptable substitute for you, or...?
I've only seen that happen once, and it was better than a dead end, but I don't like that either. Just posting what they had planned and not following through with it. I mean, I like it a lot more. I prefer that easily to just abandoning the story altogether, but I'm not much of a fan of them doing it that way either.
Fair enough.
Kind of. I mean, as someone that's done that, it's the best you're going to get. If you can't write the story anymore, which is a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than nothing, but it does feel a bit lackluster, I suppose.
Indeed.
Anyway, so, how long have we been going anyway? Probably about
a little over an hour. No,
an hour and 12.
We didn't start it yet.
About an hour.
Okay.
Alright. We could throw out the topic and see what comes of it. So the topic that we did have for this, if we needed one, was Ascended Fanon. So this is specifically when a fanon idea, when fans come up with an idea or an explanation for something, and it turns out, hey, the writer likes that idea too, and co-opts it and makes it actually part of the story.
Yeah.
It happens a lot with One Piece. Obviously, the SBS incorporating all sorts of suggestions for birthdays and such. It's also happened quite a bit with the story of This Bites. I mean, I still consider some of my suggestions that I make to the story to be part of it. I mean, I'm a fan of the story first, a part of it second, I suppose.
In my original fic, before I rewrote it, I had taken it to be like, there was a whole classic theory of, Naoto and Minato are both, like, there's lots of things that line up. They could be siblings or something. So I worked that into my story. In the rewrite, that is gone now, though. I think, was Sam Jazz's story, did that use a lot? I felt like that.
It used that exact concept as well, yes.
Yeah. I feel like that they used a lot of just Ascended fanon in that story.
Ish. I mean, it was written in 2009, which was pretty early for the Persona fandom.
I think his stuff mainly started a lot of the misconceptions people had about canon.
I mean,
whatnot.
He was very open about the fact that he did not actually play anything outside of the Persona games, specifically Persona 3, I think, actually. So he had no fucking clue as to what was happening in the other games and all the other elements from the other games that he was using. By the way, the typing's really loud, by the way.
It's pretty loud.
Sorry!
So yeah, he would just pull concepts and ideas from the other games and just chuck them all in with no regard for what they actually were in the other games. Just throw them together. And people latched onto that version of events rather than canon.
I've had, some of, I have a friend who was, like, like I was talking about this, and Persona's like, "Is this thing canon, or did you or Sam Jazz come up with this?" I'm like, "No, that was mine, and that thing over there was Sam Jazz's." Sam Jazz made particularly the whole thing with Fuka having a giant laser attack. You remember that?
Yeah.
I think probably for American comics, the best known example of Ascended fanon would be the No Prize Marvel Comics.
Okay, I was not expecting that. I was expecting you to say Harley Quinn, to be honest. I suppose technically that was canon, kind of? No, not really.
Harley Quinn?
Yeah. She was an original character for the Batman TV show, and they said okay and put her in the comics.
I'm not a Sonic fan, but I used to be. Sonic Underground was a French-made Sonic cartoon that is where it first featured Sonic loving hot dogs. It later made its way back to Japan, where, sure enough, recent games depict his favorite food as hot dogs. One of the games even has optional collectibles in the form of different kinds of hot dogs.
I thought the chili dog thing was from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which I watched way too much as a kid, by the way. Just going to say that.
Huh. Wait, which came first? Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic Underground?
I'll check.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of Sonic Underground, you guys know that exploding baby gif?
No. I think Sonic Underground was later, because I'm pretty sure Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Satam were the two shows that came first, and they ran basically simultaneously.
I believe both of them had Jaleel White as the voice of Sonic, so that's probably what happened. Both of them running simultaneously.
Let's see if I can find that exploding baby.
Okay, so Sonic Underground started in 1990. Adventures of the Hedgehog started in...
You cut out there, so we didn't hear that.
Adventures started in 1993. Underground started in 1999.
Yeah, so, wow, okay, Sonic Underground was really recent. Holy crap.
Yeah, the chili dog thing originated with with those two shows, Adventures and Sonic Satam. It was, if I recall correctly, it was something about just emphasizing him being a teenager.
Also, thanks, Zero, for that. What the balls?
Don't ask if you don't really want to know, Casey, I think.
Sonic Underground is stupid.
Kind of. I mean...
The animation and stuff alone is pretty bad. Like, oh my gosh.
It's kind of depressing that there's only been one good Sonic show, and that was Sonic Satam.
Well, to be fair, there's not been a good Sonic game in over a decade.
Japanese Sonic X is supposedly really good.
No, it's not.
How did I make this about Sonic?
Because you brought it up.
Well, I'm a Sonic fan, but I'm not anymore.
We go on tangents. This happens.
Okay.
It happened. The only thing I really like about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is this.
Oh god, I can't watch that. Damn it! Because I'm recording.
I've got headphones in.
I honestly expected Pingaz.
Someone tell me what clip it is so I can remember and laugh at it.
I hate that hedgehog.
Ah, right. Okay.
Back in a minute.
Okay. So
Ascended fanon is the thing we're supposed to be talking about. I mean, I'm actually having trouble coming up with really good examples, so I'm going to pull up the TV Tropes page and see what...
Oh, you need examples? I've got a few.
Well, it helps to discuss it, so yeah.
Well, for one thing, I believe it was Death Note. Someone asked the creator if L knows capoeira, because the movie pulled off as a capoeira dodge move, when really he just drew whatever he felt would be the only way to dodge an attack, so I figured, sure, why not? L knows capoeira.
Yes, I remember reading about that somewhere. And I think in the fan book, Death Note, Another Note, which tells the story of the Los Angeles BB murder case from the perspective of Mello. It was actually Naomi Misora who recommended for Ash to learn capoeira. I mean, like I said, that's a fan novel. It's not canon, but it's about as close as you can get.
Looking up the TV tropes page was a mistake because now I'm depressed.
Why?
So in Code Geass,
Oh dear.
fans joked that Sayoko, Lelouch's maid, was secretly a ninja, and the creators decided, yeah, okay, and ran with it. And I hated that
It's
element
true.
of the show. It was dumb.
Your frustration is amusing me. Is that wrong?
No,
No,
it's
no, you
pretty
give
much
credit.
one of the draws of the show, to be honest with you.
You know what? That Code Geass is getting another season.
He really
Yeah, it is.
hates the mispronunciation.
Don't.
I thought we established it wasn't spelled the same way as Geish, and he's just saying Geish because he wants to be an a-hole.
It's a little column A, little column B. I mean, you know.
Well, it's the same problem as Drag from High School DxD. Still pissed off about that, by the way. That just means dragon in Welsh. That's all it means.
Speaking of mispronounced things, it's actually High School DD.
Yeah, no one's going to pronounce it that way because that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
All I can
DxD
think of
actually
when I hear
sounds
that is
better.
Dexter's Laboratory.
What was
High
that?
School DD just sounds like it's a Dexter's Laboratory that's set in a high school alternate universe. That's not
Yeah.
anything that anyone wants as far as I'm... Well, that's a lie. Someone probably wants that. It's fanfiction.
Of
mean
course.
You mean the Snafu Comics Powerpuff Girls Dojin? It's old, but that's what it is.
You say Dojin and I think bad things, and I don't want to think bad
So
things
do
about
I, yeah.
Powerpuff Girls.
It's not. That's just what it's called. It's
That's
I don't
part
know
of
why
my
they
childhood,
decided to
dude.
make
I don't
that.
appreciate that.
Well, yeah. It's not ruining. It's called enhancing.
Oh, please.
Unless you count the newer Powerpuff Girls cartoon, it's sucky.
I saw an episode of that. It was terrible.
Yeah.
There's a point at which you should just lay it down to rest and let the masterpiece you've created carry down generations to come. They
And that is
realize that.
precisely before you begin Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go is a monstrosity.
Agreed.
It's not
But-
a bad show if you don't consider it attached to the previous Teen Titans show.
No, it is a
It is
very bad show.
completely separate. But it is amusing in its own right.
So, apparently for Pokemon, everyone kept saying Pikachu gets reset every region that they go to in the anime, this is. And the producer said, hey, let's actually do that and make that canon. So they did that in black and white.
No, that's stupid.
But
It's
why?
stupid to just have it happen, but, you know, that they actually incorporated it into the plot and made it make sense is kind of better. I agree with that decision.
Wait, so the Pikachu from Black and White onwards isn't the same Pikachu?
No, it's the same Pikachu. It's just, I think it gets zapped by Zekrom or one of the legendaries. And it
It's
gets
Zekrom,
reset.
yeah.
Yeah, it gets
It
reset to
was Zekrom.
level whatever that it would be.
Oh, so it gets weakened. Okay.
Yeah, weekend. Basically reset to level 5 as opposed to being level 90, whatever, as
Which
it
is
would
why
be
it
after
loses
taking.
to a Snivy.
Because they got to keep that drama going and that tense action. I mean,
Yeah.
that Pikachu could steamroll everything.
I mean, what-
I want to
like-
see that.
like-
I want to see a
What's
season
even
where
the
he just
point? What's even the point when the producers won't let him win any league at all?
If you want
This
to
is
see him
why
win, watch the Battle Frontier stuff. That's basically just a season of him winning.
I
Pokemon
don't-
is so attached to the status quo, it's like the status quo is a life support parasite.
pretty much.
I mean, at least like Pokemon Sun and Moon is like really good and changes up all the formula, but the anime is only going downhill.
Well, we need to get away from Ash. The problem with this is you follow the same character. It's just going to be him losing over and
I've
over again.
talked
It's
about
different
this.
people.
They screwed their chance in the first season. They could have had him win, and then or the second season, whichever season went to Johto, they could have had him win, and
then
then
just
when they went to Hoenn, they could have introduced a new character.
They could have. That would have been great.
They
I'll
already
watch
did that. Pokemon Adventures.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's only the manga. At least like if they were to make a full Pokemon Generation style anime, I'd be happy.
The manga is awesome. People die.
I've told people this. They need to get on that.
It's pretty good, I'll admit. The Digimon mangas are also pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I'd honestly at this point prefer for them to make. Am I coming through?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'd honestly prefer at this point for them to make an anime adaptation of Ashes of the Past. That would be entertaining.
What, where he time travels back to the beginning and starts over?
What you've been up to?
Except that they change up everything along the way. I mean, picture Team Rocket being more competent throughout the entire series.
An actual threat, you mean, instead of jokes? Yeah.
I'm just still looking through the examples. So
You guys, I don't know if anybody else here watches it with the additions of the new people, but My Little Pony has a bad habit of naming things and not really grasping the deeper ramifications of it. They mentioned Tartarus, and suddenly Tartarus is canon in the Pony universe. So, yeah.
Who's playing
Whoever's
that
playing
song?
music, you need to stop.
Not me.
Of course, it's Guy.
Guy goes first forever.
This would be a reason why, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called a copyright strike, is what that's called, so don't do that.
I thought it was muted. I could actually hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mic is also now really fuzzy. Okay, it got better now. They also at the MLP universe also name the fans do anyway. So a lot of other series seem to do that as well, but it's not as prevalent. It doesn't feel.
Is it better or worse than Tite Kubo's habit?
It's actually tight Kubo because he's that pretentious.
It's a Tight Kubo is better at it because he does occasionally mention the characters' names, only once, but he does.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm still looking through examples. I'm not finding anything really worth mentioning.
Yeah, Transcended Fanon.
Well,
Okay, apparently in Mass Effect, because the voice actors were Canadian, the Shepherds are Canadian.
Yes, both of them.
Yeah.
When do we get to go to Space Canada?
About as soon as we get out of Space Mexico, we need to get the hell out of Space Mexico.
At least it's not Space Australia. Space England. Space baby.
Can we stop by Spacies first? It's good
A
food.
space thing, await your baby.
Space.
Sheila. Another thing we end up doing a lot on the show is quoting Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Right.
how was Broly, by the way?
It was fantastic.
It was
Okay.
Princess Trunks.
Broly was
Oh,
phenomenal.
hail Princess Trunks.
I haven't watched it yet.
Go watch it.
Go watch it.
After this.
I will say though that their own tiredness with that movie and wanting to get it over with, going over like it bled over into the characters, and it was amazing.
No kidding. There's a yeah, no kidding.
It bled over, but it also is like it makes sense in character.
No,
for
it
them to
does.
be like that.
I've received for that movie so far, and that is that the wedding is adorable.
Is there a wedding?
Oh
in it?
yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, looks like pretty much all I've got. I mean, there's stuff on Metal Gear, apparently, but I don't care about Metal Gear, so I'm not going to
I
read it.
love Metal Gear.
Damn you need to love Metal Gear.
I really don't.
You really don't.
Hideo
I mean,
Kojima is God.
What console is Metal Gear for again?
PlayStation.
Yes.
Also, the new one's on PC.
Hideo Kojima is an aging, mostly irrelevant hack who doesn't have a very good idea of what's fun, and would probably do a lot better if we just let him make movies.
No, he has an idea of what's fun.
Wait, who is
Giant
that?
robots
Didn't
and
hear the
ninjas and secret agents are fun, but it doesn't make for a fun story. It just makes for nonsense being thrown together randomly.
Has anyone else noticed just how many bisexual men are in Hideo Kojima's stories?
Not really?
Not really.
No one else has noticed, just the yaoi fangirl over here?
I don't pay enough attention to his stuff to say,
Not really, no.
so I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Hey, Ken,
I'll be
are there
over
a lot
here.
of bisexual men in Metal Gear Solid? Or
I
the games?
just know,
I'll be over here with my yaoi.
I just know, I'm aware off the top of my head of Volgin, the Russian commander dude from Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
Big
That's the only
Boss
one I'm
is
aware of.
actually canonically bisexual.
I didn't know that. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Which big boss, to be clear?
The real one.
Big Boss, the real one. Master Miller wasn't just his longtime friend and partner; he was his on and again, off again boyfriend.
Huh.
Oh, I know. I remember another example of ascended fanon that I could think of. Batman Beyond.
Oh,
It was, yeah, so do I. It was a really, really great show, and
Freaked me out as a kid.
it is a bit scary, yeah. But
Yeah,
honestly, apparently there was a fan theory that, spoilers for the end of the series, there was a fan theory that Terry was actually Bruce's biological son, and they incorporated that into the series finale of Justice League and Batman Beyond, with exploring how Amanda Waller and Katniss actually developed plans for creating another Batman. And even though they canceled the plans partway through, it came to fruition when Terry met the elderly Bruce Wayne by chance. So yeah, it was an interesting.
It's so good.
Yeah, I just really wish that they had brought back Blight. It was wasted. They implied he survived and then he never showed up again.
Who was that?
Blight was the guy that was trying to take over Wayne Enterprises, or partially had.
Oh,
and then he got hit with
okay.
radiation and became a radioactive man. Radioactive man. I'm trying desperately not to make a Simpsons reference, but yeah.
He was basically walking. He's walking
Chernobyl, is what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they had George Takei in that show for a bit role in one episode. It's really weird.
So they
Really?
Bethesda.
I believe they had Tim Curry in one episode as well.
Possibly. It wouldn't surprise me. He does actually do quite a bit of voice work.
He was, I think he was Mutro Botha, the last of the assassins. The last of the Society of Assassins that Curare was hunting.
So good. It was so good.
Very
I want to
good.
watch it again now. God damn it. We only watched it 4 months ago.
You didn't watch more than one episode when we watched a few.
I did. That's the thing.
Or then we watched the fucking movie.
Yes, we did. I know.
Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting to do something again, Casey. That's the mark of a good series right there.
We just did it.
Doesn't mean you can't do it again. I mean, I read Champion's Champion constantly.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Zero.
Yeah.
I was just looking at your fanfiction.net profile. I gotta admit, the premise of that Persona Sekirei crossover looks pretty good.
Yeah. But then it's Sekirei I'm writing.
Yeah, Zero, why don't you carry on that story about Sekirei?
Am I missing something here?
You can... Sekirei is like Pokemon with people.
It's kind of a disgusting premise, but if you think about it, if you don't, it's okay.
Granted, when I was writing that, I was like, oh man, I got plans. And then I was like, but I don't want to write this anymore.
I know, but at least in the anime, they admit that it's wrong. It's like they don't try to pass it off as something okay.
Plus, it's also I fell behind on the whole Sekirei manga. And then they went in and they started explaining a lot of the key concepts in the later chapters. And I don't want to really go back to it. More like a can
Fair enough.
at this point.
I just want to say one thing about Sekirei. Yowie.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, kind of.
There's 2 Sekirei that are men, as far as I'm
3.
aware. Oh, there's 3 now.
3.
Okay, there's 3. So I guess you could.
I know there was the Shota kid. That could be a pairing.
No,
I guess.
Well, from what Alex and I have seen so far, there are 3 male Sekirei. One of them has a female Ashikabi, but the other 2 have male Ashikabi.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I know one of them does. I don't know who the other one is.
There is some implied yaoi.
Huh.
So far, that one Ashikabi with the male Sekirei hasn't actually kissed him, but it has said he could. Offered to.
Hmm.
Then, of
Like I
course,
said, implied yaoi.
Then, of course, Minato and Homer have kissed.
That's a weird gender area right there.
It's yaoi to me!
Okay.
Enough.
I mean, I don't have enough evidence to really, or a strong argument to argue either way. It is yaoi, and it is not. Schrodinger's yaoi, as it were.
It is Schrodinger's yaoi. That's an episode title.
Oh god, I need to not say the joke that I'm thinking. Oh my god. That's not a thing to say.
Just
Do it!
Just do it.
Do
No
it!
pressure.
Somehow it's Schrodinger, and it's still all about whether there's a pussy.
Well done, TC.
You should
Don't
have
look
said
inside the box.
You know that will get to
It gets worse.
You know, if we want to, I think that would be a good point to end the podcast on.
I'm okay with that.
Recommendations first. Recommendations,
Oh, yeah.
anyone?
I do actually have one. I have to Google it real quick because I don't have it open on my computer, but I have one.
Who said I had to say that joke, by the way? I need to know who to loathe for the rest of it.
Everyone else except me.
Oh.
I didn't actually say that.
Okay, so
Everybody else.
I'm not
say
sure if my exact
encourage
words
you.
were you need to, but I encouraged you fully. I know that I did.
So, who has a recommendation to throw out?
For what?
Anything.
Fanfics, reading, writing,
but
blah, 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 blah.
Well, my
Watching.
second best fanfic would be Two Across. It's a Persona 3 fanfic.
Okay, I am just going to be linking literally everyone's profiles for this one. So,
Oh, thanks.
you know, if you want to check that out, you
Recommend
can do so.
something that you like, that you want people to read or watch or whatever.
Yeah, and just as a rule, like I say, I'm linking everyone's profiles anyway. It's usually bad form to recommend your own stuff.
Oh, sorry. I was actually trying to think of a
that's all right.
different fanfic to recommend, but
That's quite all right. Just saying.
I've got one in here. I just need to see if it is recommendable.
Oh, boy.
I'm ready to go then, if you need some more time.
Okay, what's yours, Slicer?
Mine is a Mass Effect fic called The Meek Shall Inherit the Galaxy. It's one standard, different race meets humanity first. This time the Quarians. They decide to hell with council law, and instead of firing on humans that activate the relay, as they're technically supposed to, they peacefully meet with them, and things go really well until the Turians are like, hey, what's this shit? We're going to fire on you and be massive dicks, because that's what we are.
I mean, technically speaking, they don't actually have to fire on humanity because the Quarians aren't a council race anymore. So, they don't have to do shit.
The Turians are colored by they don't like Quarians, as you can expect, the suit rats and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And humanity does activate a relay, which is technically against the law, even if they don't know about the council law for obvious reasons. So they just act aggressively because they want to, pretty much. The biggest human ship actually winds up being a hospital ship. So both the Quarians and the Turians feel that that's the flagship when, because they don't know how humanity builds their ships, pretty much. And in the first volley, they shoot at the hospital ship, and one of the Korean ships takes the shot and gets destroyed for it. So this instantly binds the two races very tightly together. Shared enemy, heroism, that kind of thing. And in pretty short order, they make a very tight bond of brotherhood, friendship, ally kind of thing. Pretty much combining all of their resources. It's a little... I don't know. If you think about it, it probably goes a little too smoothly, but wartime heroism, all that kind of thing, it smooth things over. It works well enough. You don't question it while you're reading it. But things kind of progress from there with humanity and the Koreans making their own faction, basically. They open ties trading with the council, but they remain very firmly their own faction. And eventually the Krogan, that's it. I don't know why I forgot the name. The Krogan are eventually welcome to do it, and that's about where I'm at right now. The fic does a very interesting job of changing up where the canon characters are. Like, Jack winds up being Rex's daughter through a series of events. And her as a Turian, or not Turian, a Krogan, is really entertaining.
Okay.
But,
I can see that. Sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. It is a complete fic, according to this. I'm not sure if it has a sequel. It's by Full Paragon, and it's 49 chapters, 232,000 words.
For my recommendation, I'd say... There's some explicit moments in here, but Avalanche by Branch. It's on Archive of Our Own. It's a series, and I think... I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's where I think I would have liked Naruto to go after the time skip. If, you know, the whole apotheosis of a single hero all on his lonesome thing hadn't happened.
Okay, so what's this one called?
This is Avalanche. It's a series on Archive of Our Own. The author is Branch.
Okay.
Wow, this is a long series.
Yeah.
Or rather, it has a lot of fics in it. I'm not checking word count, but
words are like 1,700 words each. So, there's 129,000, 4,000, 4,000. So yeah, there's a couple 100,000 words probably.
The main fic in it is "It's just that any one of us is half without another one is you," which is an incredibly awkward title.
Bit rambling.
And probably why I bookmarked the series instead of the individual fanfic.
That certainly makes sense. Does the title make sense eventually, or is it just kind of like the author's whimsy?
It's a line from a song that apparently fits well with the theme of the story. I wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyone else got a recommendation to throw out there?
I do a real recommendation this time.
All right.
Okay, this is Mutant's Third by Fortunesque. It's for Fallout New Vegas. In the fandom, a lot of girls are really into a character called Wolpus Inculta. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, spoken?
Wolpus Inculta.
Inculta, yes. A lot of fangirls are really into him and pair him up with the main character of the game. Mutant's Third is a realistic look at how that would work. In other words, not well. It also is a realistic look. Another common thing in Fallout New Vegas fanfiction is making the main character of the game, as their personality is largely up to interpretation, a very cheerful and innocent person due to amnesia. This is also a realistic look on how that would play out in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. In other words, again, not well.
You have my interest. I'm always on the lookout for good Fallout fics. They're super hard to find.
Oh, I've got a few others, but just one this time.
Oh, that guy.
Fortunesque is a girl.
Oh, Newton's Third. Okay, I thought you said Mutant. Mutant's Third.
No.
That's what I heard too.
Vulpus.
Oh,
guy,
yes,
yeah.
Vulpus, him.
That guy. He's a dick. Yeah.
Yeah, but ladies love him.
Why?
Oh, I shoot that guy. Like the second I see him every time.
You literally see him stringing up people with crucifixes. Yeah.
The only time I've ever not shot Vulpes and Kulta was when I was doing a Legion run through.
Wait,
I actually don't. I actually don't shoot him because I want to do his Cold Heart and his Martina Grosbeck quests.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
But I slaughter him with the rest of the Legion.
I like how
naturally,
everyone
I mean-
is looking at the fic, seeing the name of the guy actually spelled out, and you realize who it is, and you're like, oh yeah, I hate that guy. Every single
I know exactly.
I remember when I slaughtered all of Caesar's Legion, and I felt so happy with myself.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like, good deed with
I
no
tried
collateral
very-
damage. It's fantastic.
I tried to do a Legion run, and it's just kind of unsatisfying. Like, they didn't really complete the quest for that side, or they didn't give it a lot of depth. It's sad.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to cut in here, but I do have a recommendation to make, and I need to leave rather quickly because I have class starting soon. So just going to throw out my recommendation out there. It's called Legend of Ed, Ocarina of Time. It's obviously an Ed, Ed and Eddie and Legend of Zelda Ocarina.
All right, you
of
got
Time.
me there. You got me there. I'm gonna.
What?
Okay, you got me there. I got it.
It
Yeah,
sounds
I
like,
gotta see
it
that.
sounds like one of those fics that we would read just to have a laugh, but it's, it could be a legitimate comedy fic. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's,
reading it.
they've changed things a bit. It's stagnated a bit after the whole time skip thing at the first. They haven't gotten to the Forest Temple yet, but they've cleared the first 3 dungeons in the game, essentially. And things are starting to shape up to be interesting with what they've got. Though I do have to encourage giving this fic a fair shot, because I'm not sure how you'd feel about it, seeing as how, well...
Okay. Anyone else have a recommendation? Throw out.
I do.
I was hoping this would be a different Ed.
No, it is not.
Damn it.
Okay. Lucan, do you want to go?
Yeah, if you don't mind the light yaoi, there is a Marvel fanfic light called Peter Parker's Home for the Wayward Villain. It's on Archive of Our Own. And it's actually really funny. It's basically Peter Parker. He doesn't have any superpowers, and he got adopted by Tony Stark. And when he reaches senior year of high school, instead of going to college, he feels unfulfilled. So he basically goes off and he buys a farmland. And eventually, all these villains starts off with the Winter Soldier, Bucky, coming in, and Bucky becomes a farmhand, and then more villains follow to become a farmhand. He basically becomes, it's basically a long redemption story for different villains.
Huh. I could definitely see how that would be very, very good.
Oh, it is. It's real funny, too.
Okay.
That does sound odd. That does sound interesting. Odd, but interesting. Well, I might have to look into that one myself. I mean, I'm not much of a DC or Marvel person, but we'll see about it. Anyway, I do have to head off for now, so I'll see you all next week, and
Bye, patient.
take care.
Later, man.
Okay. Anyone else? That sounds like a no. Sounds like a no.
I believe we're good.
Okay. So, Oryxum, the lone no-show, which, understandable, he doesn't usually have the time to be on for these when we actually record them. He started a new fic recently, which Zero might appreciate, kind of. It's called To Harass an Adventurer.
Okay, you have my interest instantly.
It's called it's a high school DxD and Dungeon Day
Danmachi.
That
Danmachi, yeah.
Like
it's
that.
a crossover between
Awesome.
those. And
All right.
basically the concept is Bell doesn't get recruited by Hestia. He instead gets recruited by the Leviathan, who is one of the main bosses of the dungeon, at the bottom of the dungeon. And it is basically a long con of her trying to get information on the surface world through Belle while masquerading as a goddess. By the way, I
really
should clarify, it's Seraphil as the Leviathan.
Is she also
do
trying to get the dick? Because
yeah,
that's kind of a staple of the Denmachi series.
I'm doing a wobbly hand motion. One of the first things she does once recruiting him is put him in a dress. And forces him to cross-dress for the entire rest of the story so far.
Why? Okay.
Well, that's a fascinating thing.
Because he looks cute that way, is her explanation. And based on
She's
the
not
response
wrong.
from everyone else, okay. Yeah.
Denmachi is like on its own. It's an okay series. It's not really anything special. But when you cross it over with stuff, you can get a lot of fun combinations.
Thank you, Zero. I agree.
Yeah. A lot of the fun of this story is in how flimsy the con is. Like, in the most recent chapter, there is a meeting with the other, Satans, as they would be in DxD. But none of them are in on the con, so they don't know that she's only pretending. So she has to come up with names for them on the fly. And it's like, he kind of realizes something's going on here. It's a little weird. Well, with all of her, servants being monsters and everything.
Oh, this is just Gerald. He's my butler.
Yeah.
Don't mind the tentacles.
This is Sebastian. He's my giant demon crow butler. This is literally what it is in the fic. Yeah. You're making it like it's a joke, but no, that's literally the joke in the story. So,
that's the joke I'm hoping for. So, yes.
Yeah, so...
I'm still hoping for Tim the Tentacle Monster to make a reappearance in some other fic.
Must not make perverted joke.
Hold it in. You can do it.
Nope.
Which one was he from?
Alright, we got a strike.
I remember Tim the Tentacle Monster. Was that Lost on Electric and Luna
Rorschach's Blot. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was it, yeah. With Harry and Hermione being the thieves.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh,
yes. Thieves. Yeah.
That was good.
I need to reread that at some point.
It's good. It holds up, actually. I read it recently.
Yeah.
Could you, if you've got a link to that, I think I forgot to favorite that when I read it the first time.
Those are the kind of mistakes you can't afford to make, Tater.
I know. But fanfiction is an uncooperative asshole, and I can't always be arsed to log in.
There we go.
Oh, you did it before me. I feel...
that title!
I feel
Larceny
suddenly impotent.
That title!
Can that just be like a group recommendation from everyone here?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Rorschach's blog
It gets
is
one from me.
pretty good
So,
writing,
yeah.
so yeah.
That title!
Like, if I think main comedy, not quite serious stories for the Harry Potter setting or crossovers, then I think Rorschach's Blot and Dog But Carol. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that guy that Non-John, the guy that wrote the Black Comedy. That was good too.
Has he kind of retired? Or
Yeah,
like,
he
what
retired.
happened with him?
He retired a long time
That's
ago.
a shame.
Yeah. Sad face. All right.
Times.
So, anything else we need to do real quick? Just
I think so. You did the donations last week, so
I did? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we won't be doing this again next week. There won't be 9 people again next week. I'm sure you're overjoyed, audience, but
Sorry.
no, not your fault. I pretty much entirely
It was a
blame
fun
Patient for
experiment.
dropping this on, but, it
and then escaping.
yeah, and, it didn't go anywhere near as terribly as I thought it would, so...
Oh, nowhere near as terrible as it could have gone.
I had fun today.
It was actually relatively structured.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kenshi.
kind of.
This was more structured than...
No, it
I
wasn't.
mean, it
No,
was
wasn't.
more
Don't
guided
even-
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, okay. That's a fair point, but still. So, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the Fandom Flux Podcast episode 162. If you'd like to get in contact with us and you do so through the YouTube channel for comments, please do it on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the Fandom Flux Podcast episode 162. Bye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.